Usnea. Hello, good evening, friends. Meeting for a very short time with a remedy is uncommon to number of students, number of homeopaths. Even I was not using that remedy since long time. In fact, Dr. Shukleshwar, who was there with me as a student over here, he asked me, sir, why not to use this remedy in certain patients of a congestive headache. And then we ordered that remedy with us. We have started using it specifically in congestive headaches or migraine headaches. And we got very good successful result as an acute remedy for the headache, congestive headache. It used to it used to immediately act like a belladonna, like a glonine. It is a remedy which works very fast in cases of congestive headache. And that's why I consider this is why not to share this remedy. In fact, there was a case of migraine to whom I was treating since last 6 months, and he was coming off and on. And every time, whenever he is having the headache, it is of a very severe character. Generally, he comes with expression, doctor, do something immediately, otherwise it would burst, my head would burst. That was the thought in his mind, and he used to tell it every time. As an acute remedy, I have used the belladonna, I have used the glonine, but it never worked to relieve his headache in acute condition. His frequency has reduced with the constitutional remedy, but still it was there. And then we have decided to give him a Usnea, and we have started it in the 12C potency. And to my surprise, that after giving that remedy with him, he explained that it 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 immediately, after taking 1 or 2 doses of Usnea, he settled immediately, and he asked that, doctor, please give me that small quantity of that remedy which you have given last time. It works so beautifully, and I want to keep that remedy with me. So this is how I started using the Usnea as an in an acute congestive headache, and it worked beautifully. In Boericke's Materia Medica, there are only 2-3 sentences which are written regarding this remedy. A plant remedy, it is a tree moss. Plant remedy is a remedy in some forms of congestive headaches and sunstrokes. Whenever we used to consider the sunstroke, only remedy we know is the glonine. The glonine is definitely a remedy for sunstroke whenever a patient is having an acute sunstroke, and at that moment to bring him back again into the state of health from the circulatory failure, glonine works beautifully. Post effects of the sunstroke, you can treat with the natrum carbonicum. It is not an acute remedy to tackle that acute situation. Natrum carbonicum is a very important remedy where the residual effects of the sunstrokes remains and patient suffers a lot later on. Then you can think of a natrum carbonicum. This is the remedy which has an acute pace. This remedy is having same pace like belladonna, like glonine, and that's why it works in the similar manner. And that's why whenever there is a congestive headache, patient complains of a bursting headache, this remedy works wonder. What he says, head bursting feeling as if temples would burst. जसं काय डोकं फुटून जाईल, as if the temples would burst. That is very typical sensation with which patient expresses. So this typical sensation which is mentioned by the Boericke, very few references are there. In Boericke's Materia Medica, you can get this remedy. In Clark's Dictionary of Materia Medica, you can get Usnea. And in Lotus Materia Medica, he has mentioned this remedy from the excerpts from the Boericke as well as Clark. And one more thing, Dr. Anschulz, what he has mentioned, that is also important in this remedy. He has made it has been mentioned over there, the one how this remedy was proved. That also he has mentioned over there, and he has mentioned the 3-4 cases of the severe congestive headache treated with the help of Usnea, and chronic headaches also recovered with the help of Usnea. That recommendation is given by Dr. Enschultz, which is mentioned by Robin Murphy in his Lotus Materia Medica. So one should understand this. This is very typical, very simple remedy. No one knows generally, but one should understand. Bursting feeling as if temples would burst, or the eyes burst out of the sockets. See that much of throbbing, that much of pressure from inside. That typical congestion you can see over there in this Usnea. And last, there is throbbing carotids, as if a belladonna. Belladonna is also having the throbbing carotids, the throbbing headache, the pulsating headache, bursting headache. So these are the very typical features which you can get over there in this remedy. So this is what is given in this Boericke Materia Medica. What he says regarding relationship, again you have the same remedies to compare the belladonna as well as glonine. Yes, two remedies, acute remedy for headache in belladonna specifically, whenever it is related with the sensitivity to the light, sensitive to the noise, with the throbbing pulsating headache, with the very throbbing carotids, and with dilated pupils, with a thirstlessness. This is very typical with the belladonna. So belladonna is having its own typical features. Glonine as an acute sunstroke attack is the glonine, where you get acute sunstroke and patient is there shocked. You think of a glonine, nothing else, and glonine is the remedy which brings back him again out. So you can compare this dose, as he mentioned, tincture drop doses. But yes, definitely. But I used to use 12C potency or 30C potency, and it works in that potency also. So this is Usnea Barbata, a very small remedy. One should not forget this remedy. Use, keep it in your OPD and give it to the patients of a migraine and apply it in such manner. You can find it out the results with Usnea. So thank you very much for attending. Vinod is there, Harshal Mahare is there. Good evening to everyone. Meeting after a long time. Thank you for attending. We'll meet again. Thanks a lot.